Brilliant. Before we let you go, we talk a lot. You're a little bit angry of the AFL not allowing Port. Now, this is a Crows great in yourself, allowing Port, your arch enemy, not to wear that black and white jumper in a showdown push. You got some thoughts on that?
Well, I do, Rowan. I mean, you look at things from afar and you just have your own perception and your own feeling. Now, I have been involved with the Port Adelaide Footy Club in assistant coaching role. Obviously, my heart's well and truly in the Crows camp, but when you look at the genesis of how Port Adelaide and Adelaide came into the competition, you know, it was effectively 9 other SANFL clubs trying to come up to the level of Port Adelaide for a very long time, and they were so successful. It was all done in that Guernsey. And, you know, I guess the other thing to highlight is that this time last year we heard a lot of people, including Eddie Maguire, talking about just how significant this COVID is going to have an impact on the competition and the lack of funds that are coming through. And I think that as South Australians, and if you just put your South Australian hat on and not your Crows or your Port Adelaide hat, and that is that we're talking about a game between two great rivals in South Australia wearing a Guernsey that represents the history of that football club, that great football club, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. And at the end of the day, we've got a South Australian who's running the AFL, and I think clearly he would understand that what it would mean to Port Adelaide people, and also I think ultimately it's only going to grow the passion for the game for Crows supporters as well. I don't see there being a drawback in that. The two clubs, they need each other just as much as they need to be rivals. From my perspective, it's just an opinion. Everyone's got opinions, but it's just the way I had probably seen it from afar.
Well done.
Yeah, I hope it's done.
Well said. Hey, Rennie, thanks for sharing your showdown flashback. Thanks for your time, and I'll have 2 kilo of choc-coated macadamia nut. Thanks.
All good, Rowie. Great to speak to you and Lee.
Well done.
Yeah, mate.
Sean Wren, our guest.
I love the puss.
He's a ripper.
He is an absolute
The
star.
macadamia man.
Nice words too from Port Adelaide. Not only
Yeah,
his
my
showdown
word.
memory, but what he thinks about just wear the jumper.
I would.